Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. This is Canadian Retro. I've got another pickups video for you here. Pretty interesting stuff, I think, all around. A couple of Super Nintendo titles I really wanted to get my hands on. An NES title that I had as a kid. It's not a very good title, but I had it as a kid, so I had to get it back. And a garage sale find. So I'll start off with the garage sale stuff because I think this is pretty interesting. To be honest with you though, before I even get to that, I haven't been around thrifting very much. I went out today. I didn't find anything video game related that I really wanted from the stores or anything like that. But you know, this month has been pretty crazy busy for me. I've had a lot of things going on, like a wedding to go to. There's just a variety of other things I had to deal with as well around the house and whatnot, and I just haven't really had a chance to go out thrifting, so took a little bit of a break from that, but that's not really a big deal. Hopefully I'll be able to get back to it a little bit here, so we'll see how all that goes. But anyways, let me get started here on the garage sale find. So this was a garage sale find. I think I got this like a couple weeks ago. It's been that long, it just wasn't really enough just to make a video for you guys to show you this. So here it is though. What it is a Sega Gamegear in the case kind of thing. So this is the case that came along with it. A little bit stained or something like that, but it's not too bad. And in here there is a system which unfortunately, like every other Game Gear that you ever find, never works. So this one didn't work, and a whole bunch of really odd power supplies that have nothing to do with it and don't really work with the unit at all. So I find that kind of interesting. Those are pretty much just trash basically, or you know, maybe this is a 9-volt one, so maybe it'll work with an NES system or something like that. Don't really know. But yeah, so a bunch of like miscellaneous power supplies. Don't know why they were in there. He just had them in there. But the main thing here were some of the games, so I'll get into these here. Just gotta get them out of the case because they're all nicely shoved in here. But the first one here, something you always see for some reason, I don't know if it was like the most common game or packed in or something like that, is World Series Baseball. You know, this one here I'm obviously just gonna unload. The reason why I got this lot actually is just because I know Josh from Creep Leap, he collects for the Sega Game Gear, so I always like pick up lots and things like that if I see them for a really good deal, see if he needs any of the games out of it. So that's really why I picked this up. But Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is the second one here. And then this one's a classic, and some of these actually came in the protective cases, which is nice. This one's Aladdin, so that's pretty cool right there. I haven't really played much Game Gear, like I said though, because Game Gears are never working for me. The next one here I've never had before, so it's kind of cool. It's Deep Duck Trouble starring Donald Duck. So that's pretty cool right there, and I think Josh said he already had this one, so if someone's interested in some of this Game Gear stuff, then, you know, hit me up kind of thing. And then the last one here, and this one's actually for him, is The Adventures of Batman and Robin. I guess I should open it up here. But in really great shape actually when you take a look at it. There might be a few stickers on it here and there, but for the most part the labels are in great shape on these. So all of that, the whole lot there with the case and the, you know, not working system, but those few games, $10. Couldn't turn it down for 10 bucks. I figured that was a pretty good deal, considering the fact that I didn't really find much else garage selling that time around. The next deal here is a Buns deal that I did, which is a group that's, I don't know where it's all based out of necessarily. I know it's like primarily like in Toronto, where I'm at, sort of thing. So anyway, first one here is something that I wanted to get from the guy, and so what I traded for these 3 games was a mod chipped PS1 system that I had. So I had it for a while. I tried to sell it at different swap meets and things like that, and it wasn't really selling, so you know, that's okay. I ended up trading it for these games, so I'm pretty happy with that. The first one here is more of a nostalgia thing rather than a quality kind of thing, and unfortunately this one here, you know, back in the day captured my attention because you know, X-Men were like really interesting to me, and the cover of it looks amazing, but unfortunately the game itself is pretty abysmal, and that's the Uncanny X-Men. Still had to get it back from my collection. The label's in great shape and didn't have it already, so pretty cool to add that one in. This one really I just grabbed though to top off and round out the deal a little bit, although I definitely think I got a better end of the deal. The next one here is a game that I just noticed a little while ago. I saw some video on it. I can't remember who put out a video of it. I think it might have been like not really certain. I'm trying to think back through. It might have been those guys that do like that continue show on YouTube, where they just like play a game and decide if they want to continue it at the end, and they do like commentary over it while they're playing. But it's the Combat Tribes. I think that's what it's called. Combat Tribes, sort of like one word. This is a really colorful game, actually, when you take a look at it. Has like all those like stereotypical kind of like 90s sort of characters in it, but really cool, very colorful, very bright, action oriented, side-scrolling beat 'em up. So pretty cool right there to get this one, because you don't really see this one, I think, that often. There's a few scratches along here, but the labels itself is in good shape. It looks like somebody's probably done a back swap on it, and it's really filthy. I don't know if you can see that totally, but pretty filthy right there. Still, nonetheless, that's not a big deal for me. I know how to clean these things up, so it's not that big of a deal, and I'll probably have to do a back swap on it though, just to try to match it up a little bit, because they're completely different colors. And the other one that I was completely after, and this is something I've been after for a little while, this one's a real classic on the Super Nintendo, something that should be in everybody's collection. Really cool game. When you're playing this game, you have side-scrolling sections with like really tight action, really fun platforming kind of stuff as you're fighting through it. But then it also has sort of like, I want to say like a SimCity-esque, I don't know, type of interface when in another element of the game, where you're trying to like build a town and get your town folk built up and all that kind of stuff, because it helps you with your class or whatever when you're in the side-scrolling levels. It gives you more health and things of that nature. So pretty cool though, and it's ActRaiser, and again, there's like stuff all over it. Looks like they might have picked this up at a thrift shop, because there's sort of that writing on it from back in the day kind of thing, but still the label's in pretty good shape. I think it'll actually clean up nicer than it looks to me right now, but that's for sure right there, and everything's good like on the back and whatnot. So really happy to add ActRaiser into my collection, and really happy to add this one too, because when I saw it I was really interested in it. I think these you know, chart out like under 30 kind of thing, but I haven't seen them for like less than, you know, 40 kind of each, or 30, maybe 30 each. So really cool right there to be able to find those two, and you know, additional NES game for the collection. And I thought that was a killer deal, just considering I was just trading a PS1 that was mod chipped with, you know, some old burnt games that I had. So it's pretty cool right there. That's everything I got for you this time around. Let me tell you if you think I got a good deal. Thanks again for watching. Please thumbs up this video, comment down below, and I will see you all later.